Have you ever questioned your faith? What about your manhood? For decades, I constantly questioned if I was a real man or a true follower of Christ. I often felt like I was dropped in the middle of the ocean and I was left all by myself to figure out my faith and my manhood. I didn't know how to be a godly man, a husband, a father, or a leader. No one taught me. Or if they did, they taught me the wrong way. I didn't know how to win consistently in life because I lacked knowledge, not motivation. You see, I had enough motivation to light a fire under my butt. My problem was pain, and I had lots of it. I just didn't know how to deal with it. You see, in our culture, men are taught this lie that conditions them to divorce their head from their heart. We are told that emotions make us weak. We're told that if you're going to be a real man, you don't feel them, you don't talk about them, and you sure as hell don't share them. My emotions were crippling me. How was I ever going to become the man that God created me to be if I never learned how to develop the emotional intelligence and fitness that I desperately lacked? You see, emotions are like children. They only heal when they're heard and validated. Can I be real with you just for a second? How was I ever going to overcome being molested? Or the father wounds that I suffered from my father, my stepfather, or my spiritual father? Or what about being married to a woman that almost destroyed me? You see, I didn't know how to control my thoughts, my emotions, my language, or my behavior in the face of temptation, adversity, or impulse. Have you ever felt imprisoned by your emotions or pain? I had 3 big lies that played over and over in my head. That I had to do life alone, that nobody had my back, and that everyone was just in it for themselves. And I searched everywhere for answers to figure out why I felt this way and believed this way, but I couldn't find one to end the war in my head. And so you know what I did? I projected to everybody that I was okay and that I was a follower of Christ. But you know what the reality was? I wasn't okay. I was dying inside. And I was nothing but a fan when the days were good and nothing more than a foe when the days were bad. Have you ever played the fake it till you make it game? I have. But I'll never forget the day when I finally realized how far I drifted from God and wondered if He would forgive me. And in my darkest hour, I heard my Savior's voice. He said, "Son, are you ready to follow me? Are you ready to discover your God-given identity, potential, and purpose?" That day, I finally surrendered my past, my present, and my future to the King of Kings. No longer would I do it my way, the world's way, or religion's way. And my pain and shame would no longer steal my identity, potential, and purpose anymore. From that moment on, He taught me 5 power habits that helped me to win the game of manhood God's way. You want to hear them? Number 1, follow Jesus every day with all your passion, energy, and thoughts. Number 2, love God and people like Christ. Number 3, pursue excellence in all 5 focus paths. Number 4, live authentically in all 3 life domains: personal, spiritual, and professional. And number 5, dream God-sized dreams. Thank you.
My life's